Get ready for action, because the rock and roller coaster starring the Muppets is coming to Disney's Hollywood studios, and the virtual queue is officially live on my Disney experience right now. Pass holders are getting the first look at this incredible ride opening on May 26, 2026, and you need to know exactly how to jump into the action during the previews happening on May 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Find out the exact times you can request to join the virtual queue, so you don't miss out on the exclusive Muppet props and celebrity cameos. We look at the history of their incredible 17-year run together, the dynamic they shared, and why John 5 decided to pursue new experiences, even when it meant stepping away from that deep connection. And finally, we return to the magic of Disney with the latest update on that highly anticipated ride preview. The virtual queue for the rock and roller coaster starring the Muppets is now visible in the My Disney Experience app, showing all the detailed instructions for joining on May 21st. Make sure your account is set up because this virtual queue is limited and subject to availability, so get ready to plan your visit. Follow us across all platforms for the very latest Disney Parks news and info. Disney has announced that virtual queuing is now available for annual pass holder previews of the highly anticipated Rock and roller coaster starring the Muppets, which is set to open to the general public on May 26, 2026. The previews are scheduled for May 21, 22, and 23. Pass holders with a Disney's Hollywood Studios reservation can join the virtual queue at 7 a.m. on the preview days. At 11 a.m., pass holders with any theme park reservation can request entry to the virtual queue, and it will open to all pass holders, regardless of reservation status, at 3 p.m. Importantly, attendees do not need to have entered a theme park to join the queue. Park passes, which were previously sold out for some preview dates, are now available again. Complimentary on-ride photo downloads of Rock and roller coaster starring the Muppets are also included for pass holders during the previews. Additionally, Soarin' Across America will feature previews for annual pass holders. The new iteration of Rock and roller coaster takes place at G-Force Records, acquired by Scooter's uncle J.P. Gross, and features a storyline reminiscent of its previous Aerosmith version. Disney has released the complete tracklist for the Muppets ride, which includes rock covers by the Electric Mayhem, and the queue will feature Muppet props, the Electric Mayhem posters, and celebrity cameos. Note that a virtual queue will not be implemented for the attraction's official opening on May 26. For the most current Disney Parks news and updates, visitors are encouraged to follow the official Disney Parks channel on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. The planned full road closure of Highway T-15 over the Red Rock Dam has been postponed by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Originally scheduled for May 20th and 21st, the closure has been delayed. The Corps announced that additional partial and full road closures will be necessary throughout 2026 as contractors continue the refurbishment work on the dam's gates. For further details regarding the schedule and road impacts, the public is advised to contact the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers at Lake Red Rock by calling 640-18-2875-22 or emailing lacquerredrock at USACE, Army, Mill. Guitarist John 5 has maintained a complete silence with his former employer, Rob Zombie, following his departure from Zombie's band to join Motley Crue. The split follows a significant 17-year tenure where John 5 was a key contributor to 5 studio albums and performed at hundreds of shows with Zombie. John 5 ultimately made the move to Motley Crue to replace Mick Mars in 2022, citing a desire to experience life fully. During a recent appearance on the Thinking About Guitar podcast, John 5 reflected on his relationship with Zombie, stating, "I was never a band member with anything. So me and Rob had such a special bond, and we work so well together. We write so well together." John 5 explained his decision to leave, emphasizing a hunger for experience. "Life is short and I want to experience as much as possible. I want to see things. I want to experience things. I'm still so hungry to do things," he shared. When discussing the transition, John 5 noted that Zombie was supportive, though initially disappointed. "He wasn't psyched, but he understood," John 5 mentioned in 2022, confirming there was no animosity between them. Despite missing the connection, John 5 confirmed the current lack of contact. "I haven't spoken to Rob, unfortunately," he stated, adding, "Of course, I miss him, and 17 years together and I love him, but I have no ill will towards Rob Zombie whatsoever." He admitted to being hesitant to reach out initially, fearing no response, but now acknowledges that silence is the reality. In other news, Motley Crue is set to launch their nationwide Return of the Carnival of Sins tour this summer, while Rob Zombie will be co-headlining a trek with Marilyn Manson beginning in August. Disney annual passholder previews for Rock and Roller Coaster, starring the Muppets, are launching soon, with virtual queue access becoming available in the My Disney Experience app ahead of the first preview date on May 21. The virtual queue is currently visible, though not yet active, providing full instructions on how to join. The first distribution of virtual queues will commence at 7:00 a.m. on May 21. The My Disney Experience app currently displays the listing under Disney's Hollywood Studios attractions with a notification stating, "This virtual queue is not currently in use," but it clearly outlines the 3 daily distribution times scheduled across the May 21-23 preview period. Passholders can request to join the virtual queue without needing to be inside a theme park at any of the 3 distribution times. It is crucial to note that virtual queues and park reservations are limited and subject to availability, and joining a virtual queue does not guarantee entry to the experience. Guests are permitted to join a virtual queue only once per day for each specific experience. To ensure readiness, passholders are advised to confirm their My Disney Experience account is properly set up and linked to their annual pass before the 7:00 a.m. distribution on May 21. The Rock and Roller Coaster, starring the Muppets passholder previews, will run from May 21 through May 23. DVC member priority access will follow on May 24, with the public opening on May 26, 2026.